Let's see if we can wrap this place up. Oh shit.
Now
Don't follow
just
me.
wait right there and don't move a
Don't want
muscle
to
until
underestimate
I
skeleton
say.
warriors.
All right, crew. Let's take them down.
Yeah, Xanos has the perfect weapon for this. They're weak against fire and weak against blunt, so let's go. Average electrical trap. Strong spark trap. I don't usually use that many traps, but it's not like they're. The reason I don't use them is not because they're bad, but because it doesn't. It works much better if you are playing on your own. You don't have to worry too much about things, and they eat up inventory like crazy. Ah, stairs down. Well, shit. I was hoping that we might be able to put an end to this, but apparently not. Oh, strong fire trap. Not deadly, but still should be useful. Strong fire trap. Excellent. Near catacombs. Statue of Jurgle. Altar of Jurgle. Spectre. That statue, I recognize its like. It is of Jurgle. There is evil at work here. No shit. Its massive statue looms above you, as if about to strike you at any moment. Two exceptionally large rubies seem to be the statue's eyes. It's never a good idea to go after those type of treasures, but I might be able to because I'm a thief. But quite often you'll get divine punishment of some kind out of it.
Test true power!
Come on, kill it. Now. This massive statue looms above you as if about to strike you at any moment. Two exceptionally large rubies seem to be the statue's eyes. Climb the statue, grab the rubies. I failed. Well, shit. It's basically a golem. Immune to sneak attacks, and we're not hitting it at all. Yeah, we're doing a single point of damage. They have a weakness. The cold damage is at least going through, but I think we're gonna survive this. Now this was not a good fight for us. Fuck. Keep healing! Yeah, the fucker just does so much damage. 54 points of damage. Still beating him. And he's still trying to run away.
This is...
Well, it certainly spotted us. It's seeing us.
This is too easy.
Too bad we don't have any
Bless
range.
my tarnished soul. Look at this.
Okay.
This is too easy.
Yeah, this is sort of pathetic. Could attack with range attack, but we'd have to have elemental damage attached to that. Run away, run away, run away. Apparently can still detect us. Two rubies. Not even remotely worth it. Don't think we can heal anymore. I don't want to barter with the bastard to see if I can heal him. So yeah, that could have gone better. One of the many reasons if I want to play someone who does physical combat, I never ever want to play with a rogue. Makers of these games just love undead and constructs or elementals. They at least feel like they're a very significant part of any campaign, pretty much. So it just doesn't work. Or it's like trying to fight with a person who has no combat advantages. It's just awful. Again, thank you, Mr. Blue. Text on black background. Totally unreadable. I have to go and stare at the goddamn monitor in the hopes I might see something. This altar seems to suck the very light from the room. From markings, runes, and graven images, you can tell this is an altar to the dark god Cherubel. Pray faithfully, pretend to pray faithfully, spit on the altar. We'll leave it alone. I'm not an evil character. And one thing that doesn't really work on gods is pretending. So that's just a waste of time. Probably will be punished if we try to pray and not mean it. Ooh, good trap. Way beyond our skill level. Useful spells. One of the major advantages of playing a rogue, you can actually use those in a tough situation. Yeah. Rogue have that advantage, even though as annoyed as I am with the basically constantly facing opponents that you have no chance of really using any kind of real advantage against your class abilities. You always have something in your back pocket. Tomb of Kel-Garas. I guess we bypassed something. I don't mind that we did. Sooner we can put this to end, better. Let me take a guess, you have true sight. No. Guess not. Yeah, it's pretty much immunity to everything else though, so feel free to attack.
Let's take them down.
Attack the same guy.
You cannot win.
We are gonna get screwed. I could use a decoy. Someone else to suffer the consequences. Protected himself from elemental attacks. We have to bring him down no matter what. Weakness to fire. Yeah, we're gonna place some traps, I suppose. And yeah. Could we just get the item and get the hell out? We have the skill to disarm it, but since it's in the middle of a fight, it's not guaranteed we'll succeed. Wisdom, protection, gold, plus 2 weapon.
I'm carrying far too much useless garbage.
But we need to take him out. Yeah, this is just treasure. A lot of it, but it's still just treasure. I get a strength boost just to get the carry weight up. I'm gonna need another summon. What are you doing? Just use the summon. Oh. Okay, well, I think I have fire arrows. Somewhere, maybe? I have fire bolts. Plus 2 arrows, those wouldn't be bad either. He's protected from elemental damage though. Fire arrows will take some time to start doing damage. Thing is, I don't want to go into the area of aura of fear area he has. He can protect himself against 30 points of damage. Oh shit. 40 points of physical damage. This is gonna be fun.
Alright, crew. Let's take them down. Alright, crew. Let's take them down.
I force him to walk through the blade wall. At least we're doing damage. That's something. And we're doing quite a decent amount of it. We also have regeneration. Yep, lovely. So, don't know how useful this will end up being. We did have a couple of anti-undead abilities from scrolls. Control undead. Yeah, when he summoned the 2 elemental, skilled warriors, we probably could have taken control of them, have them fight him. Not sure that would have helped though. The guy can do 40 points of damage with a single hit. A skeleton warrior isn't gonna last more than a few seconds anyway. regeneration can't be that high. We're not doing much damage, but we're still sort of getting it down. We do have a potion of clarity, which would protect against the fear. However, this doesn't in any way require it. We might not survive in a physical melee combat, but we're not in any danger. We not hitting. Terrible shots. We can at least keep his health from going up, and actually I think we are doing some damage here and there. So we can take him down here. He was at his most dangerous at the start of the fight when he bombarded us with his spells. That phase is over right now.
Alright, crew.
For fuck's sake! You useless pieces of shit!
There's more.
I wish they would try fighting it for once instead of just running away. I suppose I'm not doing anything better, so... I'm maintaining the status quo, more or less, slowly whittling down his health. But if I don't get help from one of them, this is gonna take forever. With a bit of bad luck, he'll recover also. This cannot be the way of taking him down. I still don't want to use the potion of clarity on Thanos though. Badly wounded. We're making progress. Could you please try to do something worthwhile? No. Ooh, this is good. Near death, and we got some little. Yeah, fuck. He for a second went outside the aura, so had to re-roll the saving throw against fear, and failed miserably. Seems Kel-Garas doesn't really care about him. 600 points. Road of Blight. The Road of Blight is the home of Kel-Garas' soul. Only when it is destroyed will the mummy be truly defeated. That's 50 charges. Okay, losers, time to go.
Just follow me and stay close.
Ooh. Yeah, we need to go. Flee as the tomb collapses. I see you have returned, Wanderer. How goes the battle with my ancient foe? I have the rod. A magnificent triumph. You are truly one of the spirit, with the spirit of the Bedin. There is just one more task, and you must hurry if you are to return life to the oasis. The rod must be taken into the temple to be destroyed. Once Kel-Garas is destroyed, the water will flow in the oasis once more. I'll do that. Before you go, legend tells us that Lathander himself will destroy the destructive power within the rod and replace it instead with the power of healing. It seemed fitting to me that you should be rewarded. Should there be any trouble, my men and I shall try to help you. Okay, people, I'm losing my strength bonus.
No, I'm carrying far too much useless garbage. I have to dump some of this.
I'll wait the gear to go away. Yeah, we don't have the extra weight. We have to drink up another potion. I'm cool with it. It's not like we have all that many uses for the potions anyway. Wait a minute, how's the difference? It's no. Might be able to raise it to 110 instead of normal 100 by using Gloves of Overpower. Anywho. We still need to create a little bit of extra room, and I don't think we can. But I think we can do good enough. Xanos can carry a little bit of extra. Not that much. Be this much. Let's go!
All right, crew. Let's take them down. All right, crew. Let's take them down.
Yeah, Xanos, feel free. Okay, it looks like we didn't have to do much. I was expecting this to be tougher. Yeah, this is what I was expecting. Kel-Garas, stranger, you have destroyed much of what I created. Tell me, do you feel an urgent need to fight me and die? Or do you have time to parley? You try to kill me and then wish to speak? When a living person enters my dominion, I always assume they are here to destroy me or to rob me. Either way, I must protect myself and my people. But do not worry, you are alive and my people can be brought back too. So no harm is done. Will you speak? I don't know. The thing is, I've already stopped to speak, so and the game forces me to do it. So I'm not sure if there's any downside to hearing him out. At the same time, what could he possibly tell us? It's an undead monstrosity, and we've already shed blood quite a bit. So, I'm only here. I am here only to destroy you, evil creature. I hope you might have had more of a mind than that, but you have proven me wrong. Very well, we will fight. Though I tell you now, even if you defeat me again, you will never be rid of me. Kel-Garas oct Hothikral. Ah, yes. Yes, yes. Classic. Can I get him to... let's see what happens.
This is too easy.
This time we have some allies. So maybe we won't have too much trouble here. Actually, I'm trapped and I'm going down. Don't go there, dumbass. Will not survive this. Dumbass here went right next to the target, so I'm gonna suffer. Yeah. Oh, God damn, dumbass. These fights are always more trouble than they should be. And a lot of time it's precisely that, because you have to wipe other people's asses, so you can't do anything tactically sensible. You have to go, if the situation gets out of control, and it always does, you just have to go in there and try to fix
now
things.
Just wait right
And it just falls apart.
And don't move a muscle.
It's actually quite often more easy to stay alive if you don't have a sidekick to worry about.
Alright, crew. Let's take them down.
For my people.
Alright, crew. Let's take them down.
I don't think he can see me. And I have a reasonable chance of getting to the altar. That's the goal. Keep your eye on the ball. We don't have to kill everything. I think this is basically just a delay. Where's this Rod of Dawn? No! And go away. High reflex saves again to the rescue. The barrier can do massive amount of damage.
My greetings.
Victory is ours, Wanderer. I am pleased to note that your actions were ever honorable. Thank you for all that you have done. Xanos is glad that you acknowledge his help, but it is only proper that you should also thank my assistant, Elia. Yes. Well, I was thanking both of you, of course. Tell little Katriana that her caravan is welcome to return to us at any time, and water will always be free for her. Yay! Yay! Sword of Dawn. We need to be cleric, good or neutral. We are good or neutral, but we're not a cleric. Divine Power, Flame Strike. 50 charges, and each ability requires 3 charges per use. 2 critical wounds, 2 charges per use. It's a good sword, especially if we get a little bit more use magical items and gain the ability to use it. But that would require us to take rogue levels. Anything else? I probably have looted turns already. Wanna trade?
I agree.
No. So our little intermission seems to be over. And there's actual water now in here. Nice. I really don't want to sell my things to this one, unless something has changed with the prices.
I see you have returned. Have you gotten permission to take their water?
Yeah, pass. Well, the price is still pretty shitty. She's just a terrible merchant to do business with. Still, the price of our heal potion has gone down several hundred gold, for example. But I don't think I want to do business with her. Yep. So, let's just move on.
I see you have returned. Have you gotten permission to take their water?
We can use the water. That is wonderful to hear, though it certainly took you long enough. Well, let us know if you are ready to continue on, and we'll collect what water we need and go. Let's go. Good. I, for one, would like to reach the AO encampment as soon as possible. Let's go. Is that it?
Well, we finally got here. I want to thank you for all of your help. I know that I was a bit hard on you at times. We probably wouldn't have made it this time without you.
Xanos acknowledges your thanks, but without my faithful companion Belia, there is a good chance I would have failed. Well, a small chance anyways. There's a very good chance that without Belia here, Xanos would have been smothered in his sleep for annoying everyone else. How dare you insult Xanos this way? I find your tiny caravan to be shoddy and your goods to be inferior. Good thing Belia controls your finances then. Now, if you will kindly stop interrupting.
You will probably be wanting to hire a guide to take you to the dig site where your Garrett fellow went. It's a little ways into the desert, I understand, and only the locals really know the way. I am sure one of the AO worshippers will be willing to take you. They're a fairly agreeable bunch, if a bit daft. Is there anything else you want before you leave?
AO worshippers, I think it's basically referring to a god. Sort of a over god. Or father of gods, that sort of a entity. The thing about AO worshippers, well, I think they're sort of thought as weird and crazy, is that unlike other gods who grant spell-like abilities to their servants, AO does not grant any abilities. So in the world where if you basically worship any other god, you would get some kind of abilities to heal or do fantastical things. It makes no sense to worship Ao. Ao does not answer his worshippers, does not want to be worshipped, does not give you power, so it's the worst choice a worshipper could make. Yeah, show the goods. Unfavorable. Definitely don't want to do business anymore. So, bye. What is this place? This should not be a hostile environment, just a AO encampment. So, basically a village.
Hello.
Ah, another outsider. I see you come with the caravan. It is good to see you. Don't get many visitors, and now 2 in one day. 2? Who else is here? Ah, this morning just at sunrise, a half-dead man came crawling in here looking for a healer. I took him to the main temple so they could tend to his wounds. I haven't seen him since, but no one said he died either, so I guess that is where you would find him, if you're interested. Do you know anything about this injured man? I think he's one of the wizards that digs around amongst the ruins in the Valley of the Winds. Garrick something. Would it be Garrick Halasar? That's the one. He's the head of the fellows out there. What do they call themselves? Archaeologists? Anyway, something bad must have happened. Doesn't that worry you? A little. We sent some of our boys out to take a look, see if the wizards need help. They haven't come back yet, however. Are there many of these wizards? I think there's about a dozen of them. They come here to buy supplies from Musharak every once in a while, but that's all we will see of them, to be honest. Who is Musharak? Oh, he's a trader from one of the desert tribes. Runs the market here. He's a hobgoblin, so don't get too surprised when you see him or anything. He's not so bad. Do you know what these wizards are looking for? I imagine they're looking for relics. Couldn't really say more than that, though. What is this Valley of the Winds? Well, if you go into the encampment, you'll see some carvings on the cliff face north of the temple. They were here when the AOs first got here, I'm told. Anyhow, there's a doorway by the waterfall that leads into a tunnel that goes right through the mountain. After that, you're in the Valley of the Winds. I think that's what the Bedin call the place. It's supposed to be full of ruins and the like. That's what attracted the wizards here in the first place. Why are you out here in the desert? I came here because my master, a former follower of Joaquin, came out here. He was searching for a new faith and found it in Ao. As my master found his new calling, he freed me. I didn't have anywhere better to go, so I decided to stay here and work as a guard. It's hard, thirsty work, but it could be worse. Tell me about this place. Well, it's a desert, milady. Hot with lots of sand and sun, but not much water. Oh, I see. I suppose you meant tell you about the encampment? Well now, not much to tell you. The AOs built a temple where the minister meets with the faithful to contemplate, or whatever they call it. Otherwise, we've got a good spring to supply us with water, and we serve as a trading post for the Bedin and the occasional caravan. That's not too bad, overall, if you don't mind the scorpions. Tell me about this god, Ao. There's little to tell. I'm not really much of a believer. It seems like even if this Ao does exist, he couldn't care less about anyone worshipping him. So his followers gather and contemplate the nature of apathy and so forth. Lots of debate, peaceful contemplation, that sort of thing. At least things are quiet. Okay, could we do the shopping at least? In general, we'll get a good idea what the village is about. Effortless guard and trader.
I greet you.
Welcome to Musharak's fine desert emporium. I am Musharak, sole proprietor and scrounger of the only meat anorak mercantile business. How might I serve you today, good lady? Would you care to see Musharak's generous supply of goods at low prices? What kind of things do you sell? If you want it, I can get it. Well, so long as you're not trying to buy any of the ale's wine. That just me and I can be so frustrating, and the minister is even worse. Tell me about the wine. Have you ever experienced a moment in life where the universe suddenly comes to a halt and you think you are on the verge of understanding all the deepest questions about life? Have you ever stood on the precipice of a mountain in the early morn, surrounded by fog, then suddenly the sun rose, the fog lifted, and it was like you were seeing perfection? I do not pretend to be a poet, friend, but my first sip of this wine changed the way I look at life. That was the moment I knew I could live in this desolate place and still feel fulfilled. That is how good it is. You have stolen their only other source of income. Why would they share it with you? That is a good question. It is irrelevant, however, as they will not even listen to me on this matter. Maybe someday I shall convince them, or they will get a new minister who might take my offer seriously. Would you like me to try to get you a supply? Would I like a beautiful, intelligent hobgoblin woman wandering the desert, looking for a mate? Of course I would, but I think it rather unlikely. I'm a very persuasive man, but they will not budge for me. Still, you are welcome to try. I would be willing to pay handsomely for such a deal. How does 2,000 gold sound? Yeah, fine. It's not much. Very well. If you are successful, I shall pray to Duvokri that your life will be free from treachery. Is there anything else? Yeah, show me your goods. Favorable reaction at least. And copper ring goes for 12 gold as opposed to 7 that the halfling woman pays us, so yeah. We're going to dump some inventory on him. Also, new items. Sun Soul. Armor bonus +2. Touch modifier. Or gargoyle boots. Only worth 30,000. Saving throws 42, stone skins 5 charges per use, +2 armor, dodge modifier. Belt of inertial barrier. Damage resistance, slashing, bludgeoning, +1 deflection, vulnerability to piercing damage. Boost of shifting sands, 90,000, that has to be haste. Yeah, dexterity -1, haste. Use Earthquake, level 20, 1 use per day. This is I don't think we're ever going to be able to afford that, but if we can, that would be the thing to try to go after. Bulk of movement. Freedom. That's good too. Some useful scrolls. If we can't afford the haste boots, we might want to buy some of these scrolls. Nothing particularly interesting here. Yep, okay. Skite +2. I'm not sure if I should... Yeah, I need to sell this. The problem with that is it would require exotic weaponry to really use. And that's not really an option for us. No one uses it. Now we're back to 30,000. And sell the traps. Might as well sell all the bolts. Area of Wisdom. Do we have use for it? Use for fire bullets. In Monk Spells is an item we might be able to use at some point, and if we could at least cast haste once per day, that would be great. Currently we have one haste potion, and each new one costs 400. So if we want to have any chance of getting the more expensive equipment, we don't really want to sell anything at the moment. Sell a Rod of Dawn, 14,000. That would bring us to 50,000. Which leaves us only... what? 30,000? No. There's nothing really all that valuable here. Still, we're at 50,000. And we can get another 15 from the rod. So, getting closer to interesting numbers. I'm not sure I want to do anything about things yet. But also sell some of Xanos' equipment. Mainly a little bit of a concern that there might be a time limit for things. What I mean is that after a certain point we might not be able to get access to any of these items anymore. So we would need to get the money somehow. Somehow very, very fast. I don't see a way to do it. We might be able to get to 70,000 by selling the rod. If we sacrifice some items, I think we could get the brutes. I'm thinking of leaving it for now. Bonus strike. If we sold this, that would help quite a bit. Ah, shit. +1 acid damage, +1 nothing. Don't know. I think we want to... Well, we don't really need the monk's belt if we're gonna get the boots. At the same time, we would have to get rid of boots of Elvenkind too. So yeah, we can afford it. The thing is, haste drastically improves. I think it might give an armor class bonus, drastically increase movement speed, gives at least an extra attack per round. There's just... And naturally, if someone is using haste, and you're not, you'll never be able to catch up to them, so that allows you to kite targets. Either way, it is incredibly valuable. Still, it's not the... Yeah, it would basically drain us dry. Still, I'm inclined to let it drain us dry. Rod of Dawn is nice, but it's not really an item for us. Need to get rid of the boots, because we're wearing another pair of boots soon. Monk's belt, not useful really, we have permanent haste. So, how much do we really need still? 89,400, we have 86,600. How are we gonna get the rest of the cash? Just a few thousand. It's not a question of can we get it, more about how we're gonna get it. I don't want to sell the lens of detection, even though we sort of can, because we are a hero. The thing is, it basically casts detect traps, which automatically detects and disarms traps at a large area. However, it's much more valuable as an item if we basically have to, for example, fight in an area which has a lot of traps. So we don't have to waste time being attacked by enemies constantly. We can just drop one of those abilities there and it's done. So I really don't want to get rid of that. It might be totally worthless to us, really, but it could be incredibly valuable at the same time. So one of those things. We could sell the helmet, I suppose. It gives saving throws to mind affecting, so it's not bad by any means. But at the same time, it's not exactly necessary either. We can sell the longbow, which is fairly worthless anyway. I'll also sell a couple of scrolls. We are really close to the small shield. 88,000, 89,000. Still need a decent chunk of cash. Rod of Lightning, can't use it. But if we take any kind of Jesus Christ, heroic levels, we probably can gain the ability. It's basically 23 lightning bolts we can toss. It's a huge amount of utility there. Something we can't really do any other way, so I don't want to give it up. Ooh, what the fuck is this? It's poison arrows, 7,100. Are you kidding me? You're not kidding me. That will solve that problem. I think we have we might have more of them. Yeah, another 8,000. Okay, that's for boots. Earthquake and haste, -1 dexterity. Still left at 14,000. Not bad at all. I probably want some healing stuff. I do want to have at least 1 potion of bolt strength constantly. So if we get in trouble with our strength, we can handle it. Yep. Overall, things are looking good. Might buy a few healers kits, but I only have 4 at the moment. Now I have 7. Okay. For golden, save. There should be nothing visible really here. But yeah, that'll help quite a bit. It'll make us much less reliant on Xanos. Anything else? Jasmina.
Hail and well met.
Greetings, traveler. You have the look of one who has journeyed a long ways, yet still has far to go. I bet you say that to everyone. Not true. Not everyone who comes to this camp is simply passing through. Neither are you, I suspect. You are here for a very specific reason, though I know not what. How do you know anything about me? I saw you arrive with the caravan. The fact that the wizards returned from the Valley of Winds also today hardly seems a coincidence. Tell me about this Valley of Winds. My people knew about the Valley of Winds long before the worshippers of Ao came here. Our tales say that this is a place of death. Yes. Are there very many ancient places that your people don't consider places of death? Some? Why do you ask? Xanos was beginning to see a pattern. Go on. When the worshippers came, we avoided them at first, certain that they would stir up the old evils that exist here. They are not explorers, however. They were content simply to live. So we accepted the Aoists. Our tales eventually reached the ears of wizards in the far lands, however. They came here to explore and dig. Perhaps already they have found something they did not wish to. Why do you say that? One of them returned here from the valley, alone and wounded. Others have been sent to the valley to see what was happened, but they have not returned at all. That leads me to believe that something has happened at the wizard site, though I can only pray it doesn't not endanger others here. So this is where the famous Aoist wine is grown. Yes, it's no great orchard as I'm sure exists in more fertile lands. Indeed, if I did not coax this gentle life from the sands, it would not even grow here. It is an old tradition amongst the druids of my people. The wine is sacred and used in meditations and rare rituals. The Aoists have adopted this custom, and I am glad to provide it for them. Is there any way I could get some of the wine? I'm afraid that's impossible. You'd need to speak to the minister in the temple, but I'm sure he will refuse. Musharak wants to sell this wine of yours. So he does. He is a greedy creature, even for a merchant. Whether or not the wine is sold anywhere, however, is the minister's decision, not mine. But you're the one who grows the wine. That is true, I do not grow it for myself, however. I grow it for the Aoist, to who I owe a debt. The wine is theirs to do as they wish. Is there nothing that could change your mind? No, there's nothing to be negotiated over with me. As I said, speak with the minister regarding the wine. I'm wondering if there are dialogue loops. No. Excellent. So you get a single chance. And we failed. I do prefer that instead of that you can just go over the same option over and over and over and over and over until you get the desired result. I suppose you can always load a game, which I don't really mind at all, but it's quite a bit different than being able to hold a single key at a keyboard and or switch through a few, and you can repeat the dialogue until you get the desired result. Loading is a much more involved process, at least to the point that it makes you much more likely to accept the failed results. And it seemed like it's only one way to achieve this. You might fail at it, but I don't really care. No one really has all that much interesting things to sell to me. Anyway. Garrick. I'm not going to talk to Garrick yet. I have a feeling we'll basically move to the Valley of the Winds pretty much immediately after that. But what is more important for me, I'd probably like to get at least 2 heal potions. That would be what the caravan sells. I'm not sure if they're still here. You can't. At some point you just want full heals, even with our limited hit point amounts. I can't get gotten into the cycle where I'm heavily wounded and I need to drink a potion to even counter some of the damage coming my way. I just need to heal and move on to other things.
Welcome to...
Yeah, just meditating.
I greet you, my child.
I will answer whatever you want to know about AO, but not personal questions. So this camp is a trading post, too? Yes, but that was not our initial intention. After we built this temple, word of our presence spread, and some trading caravans started to stop here on their way across the desert. We offered them water in exchange for supplies. It was not until the Musharak showed up that the trading became more prevalent. But that is his business and not ours. Tell me about Jasmina. Jasmina is a Bedin, not a believer in AO at all. When she was very young, she was bitten by a desert snake. Our men found her dying in the desert and brought her back here. I nursed her back to health myself, though it was a close thing. She has stayed here ever since. Her choice, though she says she owes us a debt. At any rate, it is Jasmina who makes our wine for us. Part of the rituals we follow. I'm certainly glad to have her here, though she's always free to leave. You use wine in your rituals? It's something we've borrowed from Bedin traditions and made our own. In fact, it's really our only truly Aoist tradition. We value it highly. Tell me about Musharak. I admit I never would have thought of a hobgoblin as a trader, but that really seems to be all Musharak is interested in. According to the Bedin, he spent years trading among their tribes until he settled here. Now he trades with both the Bedine as well as the caravans that come through here. It has meant we can no longer trade water for equipment, of course. I suppose that is how it was meant to be. Why can you no longer trade water? Well, because Usharak trades it. There is no reason for us to do any trading if that is what he does. Has he give you part of the profits? No, of course not. He's not an Aeolus. He uses our encampment out of convenience. If he uses your water and your camp, you should benefit. I suppose so. I doubt Musharak would agree, however. Musharak said he would like to sell your wine. Yes, he keeps demanding that honor. I told Musharak repeatedly, however, that it's quite impossible. The wine is only given to worshippers of Eo. Is there no way to change your mind? We would only even think of providing wine to Musharak to be sold if he was either a worshipper of Eo like the rest of us, or if perhaps he considered sharing his profits with the temple. It occurs to Xanos that changing a merchant's views about profits are as unlikely as changing a priest's about a religion. Neither option seems likely to happen. And since Musharak is unlikely to agree to either of those things, I'm pretty sure you are wasting your time, my lady. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must return to my meditations. Seems like Musharak is pretty much proposing the exact same thing already. But no one's listening to him. I don't see why the AOS would object. They could probably use the money.
I greet you.
They always would like you to share your profits with them. What kind of nonsense are they spouting now? Or did you fill their heads with delusions of grandeur? I see no profit in sharing with them. I'm not good at persuading or intimidating. They are willing to allow you to sell their wine if you share profits. They are they? Well, that makes a difference. I can charge a great deal more for a small amount of wine than for barrels of water. Ah, friend, I can hear the clinking of the gold in my coppers already. Ah, what beautiful music. Tell my neighbors that I shall gladly share my profits on both the water and wine, and let it not be said that Musharak is never generous. Okay, got 2,000 gold from that. We can buy a single healing potion with that kind of money.
I greet you, my child.
Musharak has agreed to share his profits with the temple. He has? My Eos Grace, I can only imagine what it took to convince him of that. I suppose he wants to sell our wine in exchange now. That would increase both your profits and his. Yes, I suppose it would do us some good to have some kind of income. We can fix up the temple, and perhaps even hire a few more guards. Thank you, my lady. You've been most kind in arranging this for us. I wouldn't have thought it possible. We've got 1,000 experience points out of that, and we're less than about 3,500 away from a level up. So it'll probably be a rogue level up. Likeliest way to get the second attack, or third attack with the haste on. So we go from single attack to 3 attacks, and 2 of them will be at full attack bonus. So also armor class is 26, or without the boots 22. Yeah. So it's not obvious, because when you look at this, It just says haste, and -1 dexterity, which drops our armor class. But in reality, it just boosts you in so many levels that the haste is definitely worth it. And it's not something that can be disabled on me. We're constantly going to have it. So. And is the caravan still there?
I greet you.
I bought a bottle of their wine. I don't know if it has any use. Where is it? A bottle adorned with temple label depicting a set of scales. The symbol of the god Ao is filled with what is reputedly the finest wine found outside of the Elven lands. Might as well drink it. Want to see the whereabouts. We'll end there. Next time, talk to Garrick, probably get to the Valley of the Winds, blah blah blah.
'Tis a pleasure to speak with you.
Really good. 2000. I'm buying 2 portions of heal. I don't intend to basically use them, which means maybe we're in either if we're in really deep shit, or if we need to push through a ending boss fight or something like that. It's not our first fallback, it's the last. Doing well. Looks cool.
Hello.
I'll talk to the druid again. Just making sure we can't do anything here.
Hail and well met.
Nothing new. Yep. So, actually want to make a quick tour. See if we can finish the map. Temple of Ao. Yeah, that has to be the Valley of the Winds. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, next time we'll listen to what the hell Garrick has to say.